Good morning, groovy citizens, and happy, fantastic Friday. Now, I know what you're thinking. Michelle, it's been a long time since we heard you say good morning. Because normally I don't get this video done until the evening. However, and because it is only 11:34, I'm getting this video done because the sister has a lot to get done today, and I want to get it all done by 4 o'clock. So, having said that, I am getting closer and closer to the end of the book that I'm writing, Generational Love, for my good friend Ross. And I'm super excited about it. So I need to get chapter 18 done today. I'll get that submitted, and then he'll let me know how he wants me to move forward on chapter 19. Sorry about that. Y'all got distracted. I was looking at the windowsill upstairs in my house. Anyway, I digress. So let's get into today's topic. It's a beautiful Friday morning, you guys. It's 75 degrees. And if you've been watching the news here in the DMV area, we had a black bear that had climbed up a tree over in Northeast DC. And the bear came down out of the tree. They weren't sure where the bear went, but they have since found the bear, tranquilized it, and it's off to the Smithsonian, where they will examine the bear, make sure it's okay, and then somebody else is going to take it someplace else and examine it again and release it back to wherever I guess it came from. Not sure, but just watch the news and I'm pretty sure you'll find out. Let's jump into today's topic. Today's topic is how to become the best you possible. Now, if y'all know me, then you know this is one of those subjects that really gets me excited. How to become the best you possible. So being your best self means to live an authentic life. This means you must stay true to yourself, people, and your values no matter what. I'm going to say that one more again because somebody in the back of the room missed it. This means you must stay true to yourself and your values no matter what. You also will have to do what makes you happy. Come on, somebody. That'll shout you right there. You have to do what makes you happy and gives you a personal sense of meaning and purpose. All of this that I'm sharing with you today will be in the description box. So understand, being your best self isn't dependent on life being perfect. It's about what you can control. Can I say that one more time? Being your best self isn't dependent on life being perfect. It's about what you can control. So keep in mind, your best life will be different than someone else's. There's no one right path to living authentically and finding your truth. Okay, so here are some things that you can do to become the best version of you. I have 10 things and a takeaway, and I'll bid you good day. Number one, I said stop procrastinating. And if you've been watching my videos for any length of time, then you know I talk about this a lot. We have got to stop procrastinating. I mean, we really, really do. I have some things on my to-do list for this weekend that will get done because honestly, I have been procrastinating on doing them. And so it is now time for me to practice what I preach and start doing the things that I need to do. So I have a nice to-do list all set up and ready to go. So the first step to doing anything is to get started. It can be scary to step out there, but if you don't jump, you won't get anywhere. That's why I talked about procrastination. If you don't jump, or if I don't leave this seat, how am I going to get to where I need to be? Case in point, perfect example, then we're going to move on. If I don't put my truck in reverse and back out of my driveway to go to the grocery store, how am I going to get there? The groceries aren't going to magically come to me because I don't do it's not Uber Eats. I don't know what you call it, where you can shop for groceries and deliver it. I don't have that. I don't do that. So if I want groceries, I've got to leave and go get them. So we're going to stop procrastinating. Number two, prioritize what matters most to you and not others. If you try to live your life for other people, you will fail. I'm going to say that again because somebody truly needs to hear this. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I know somebody needs to hear this. If you try to live your life for other people, you will fail. Do you understand what I'm saying? And all too often, I see people, or I know of people who are living their lives through other folks because they want to make them happy. Stop it. You've got to do what makes you happy. I've got to do what makes Michelle happy. Ultimately, I've got to do what makes God, or we have to do what makes God happy. But in essence, what I'm saying is you cannot live your life for somebody else. And if you're one of those parents that you have children and you have things that you wanted to do, let me air quote, that you wanted to do when you were their age, but you didn't do them for whatever reason, I need you all to stop trying to live vicariously through your children. Let them have their own lives. You didn't do the things that you wanted to do at their age. That time has passed. Let it go. Stop trying to make them do the things that you wanted to do. Only you can determine what matters most important to your happiness. Only you can determine what's most important to your happiness and sense of purpose in life. Nobody can tell you what matters most to you, just like you can't tell me what matters most to me. Only you know that, okay? So make sure you spend time around people who encourage you and make you feel good about yourself. I stress this all the time. The people around you, if they add no value to your life, why are they there? If they're adding no value, get rid of them. I'm not saying you can't love them or you can't even like them. You all can go grab a burger and some fries or something. That's all fine and good, but they have no business being in your inner circle. Number 3, stop sweating the small stuff. Unexpected events will happen as you go through life. Guess what? You will also make mistakes and even embarrass yourself. And guess what else? It's okay. You see, we learn from our mistakes and setbacks, so be thankful. Be thankful for every setback, for every mistake that you've ever made, because those setbacks and those mistakes are going to make you, they're going to make me, they're going to make us better people. You learn from your mistakes and you move on. If you never make a mistake, how do you know what to change? How do you know what to fix? How can you be better if you think that you are already better? Okay, number 4. Learn to accept help when it's offered. Your pride can hold you back, so stop turning it down. There is no need to travel the road to success alone. I'll be honest with you, I was one of those people that when people would offer to help me, I go, oh, no, thank you, I got it. Knowing full daggone well I could use the help, but my pride wouldn't allow me to accept the help because I've always been known as this strong person. And I am, both physically and mentally. But I've learned it's okay to say, okay, sure, go ahead and grab that. Now, can I carry that bag of mulch? Absolutely. Absolutely. But if a gentleman comes up and says, let me get that for you, I'm going to step back and say, thank you so much. Let him go ahead and carry it. It's all right, because you don't have to travel this road alone. And as you work your way up to becoming successful, allow people to help you. Number 5, step back from social media from time to time. I love this one. Social media keeps us connected with our family and friends, but it also causes us to compare ourselves to others. If you feel down after scrolling through social media, remember, most people tend to post their highlights and not their low moments. I've talked to you about this many times before. When people post things on social media, 9 times out of 10, they're only telling you about the good things. They don't share with you about their losses, whatever they may be. They're not showing you those things. They come off as being as having it all together, and they show you all these wins, and sometimes people will sit back and go, wow, I wish that could be me. I wish I was that. No, stop wishing, baby. Because yes, they do have good things happen from time to time, but they don't tell you about how that man is going upside their head every night when they get home. They're not telling you about how that woman is draining his pockets. But they put in there, oh, me and my family. No, don't fake the funk. If it ain't real, it ain't real. Here's the other thing. You don't have to put it on social media. But I'm just saying, for those of you that get caught up with people, their great lives on social media, just understand they're only showing you the good sides or the good parts of their lives. They don't show you that other stuff, that dark area, that gray area, if you will. Number 7, get in some exercise. Exercise makes a big difference to your long-term health. So not only will you feel better, but you will also look better. So make sure you get you some exercise in. If you want to be a better person, let's say you're a little on the overweight side, start now with changing your diet and getting some exercise. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about becoming a vegetarian for the weekend. Not quite sure how that's going to work out, but y'all pray for me as I pray for you. Number 8, make sure you speak up for yourself. I cannot stress this enough. And if you don't remember anything else I shared with you today, make sure you always speak up for yourself. What you think matters, so always say what's on your mind. Don't be that person that always sits back and allows other people to just say whatever they want to say. Or maybe there's a discussion about something and you sit back and you don't say anything, but you have some great ideas. Speak up for yourself, because what you say matters. Even if it doesn't matter to but one person in that room, it doesn't matter. What you think matters, so speak up and say what's on your mind. You never know, that idea that you have, that might be the one that somebody's looking for. Okay, so don't be afraid, speak up. And guess what, here's the thing, if they don't like the idea, so what? At least you spoke up and you voiced your opinion. Number 9, embrace your failures. Failure can be the best teacher if you take the time to reflect and do the work to learn from what didn't work for you. I can't stress that enough either. You need to embrace your failures. Now, I know somebody somewhere saying, has Michelle lost her mind? Why would I want to embrace a failure? Who does that? Well, you know what? People that truly want to become better, they do that. Now, I'm not saying throw a big party and talk about, hey, y'all, guess what? My relationship is over. My man is leaving me. My woman is leaving me. I'm not saying do that. I'm just saying embrace your failures. Okay, so you weren't the best wife, or you weren't the best husband. Now you have time to step back, look at the part you played in that relationship not working, so that you can get yourself together, fix whatever that thing is. So when God sends on the next person in your life, now you can be a better man or better woman to somebody else. That's why I say embrace your failures, because they're always going to make you a better person. If you tried to run a business, a locksmith business, I'm just throwing that out there, and it didn't work, and you look back and say, you know what, that business didn't work because I didn't have a system to track my sales. I didn't have a system for putting out information about my business. I didn't have a system for generating leads or capturing information from potential clients. So whatever the case may be, embrace that failure so now you can get better with it. And number 10, stop looking for shortcuts. When you are trying to improve yourself, it's going to take patience and hard work. Shortcuts don't and shouldn't exist ever. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I get it. We're always looking for shortcuts. If I'm going from here to, let's say, Largo, Maryland, or Upper Marlboro, if I know a shortcut to get around traffic, that's okay. But we're talking about when you're trying to become a better person, you can't take shortcuts. You've got to do the work. I can't take shortcuts and want to grow my business, because it doesn't work that way. I've got to put in the work. I can't take shortcuts to be a better Christian, to live as God has called me to live. I've got to put in the work. That means I've got to study his word. I need to get in my Bible. I need to pray more, and so many other things that you need to do. You can't just take shortcuts through life. So stop always looking for them. I know it's easy, and we all love them when we can find them. But when you are going through this life and becoming a better person, you've got to put in the work. Okay? You really do. Now, as you follow these steps, make sure you do these 3 things. Number 1, embrace your values. You have to embrace your values, because if nobody else is probably going to do it. So you need to do it for you. Number 2, focus on your strengths. Don't spend all of your time focusing on your weaknesses or focusing on the things that didn't work. I want you to focus on your strengths. Okay, so maybe your strong suit is not articulating yourself through Facebook posts or social media posts, but you do speak well. Okay, so get on YouTube, get on Instagram, get on TikTok or other platforms, and start doing your videos. Because if you speak better than you write, embrace that. Don't focus on the fact that, well, I don't write good. Okay, a lot of people don't. Get in there and do what you can do. And number 3, take a moment to appreciate yourself. I always tell people, if you don't appreciate you, who else will? And if you're sitting back waiting for other people to appreciate you, honey, hell will freeze over twice before that happens sometimes. So always I appreciate me. You don't ever have to appreciate me, because I appreciate me. And I'm all right with that. Okay, y'all, that's it. That's my time. So again, my topic was how to become the best you possible. I want you all to be the best you possible as we start to wind down the first 6 months of this year, because I want you to, hit the ground running and go out there and just do, forgive my language, a hell of a job being the best you possible before you end this year. Don't wait till next year to do that. Do that this year. I know you have it in you, and I know you can do it. So if you're new to watch it, what did I just say? If you are new to watch my videos, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I do car conversations every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So make sure you come back tomorrow and check out my video. If this is not your first rodeo, I want to say welcome back. Y'all know I miss you and I don't get a chance to see you. Go out there, you guys. Have a wonderful day. The air quality is much better today than it was yesterday. Although on the news they said that if you still have pre-existing health conditions, you still might want to be careful about being outside too long. So just be careful as you come and go. And as I always like to say, if you're going out, please be careful where you're going. Be careful where you're going. Be careful who you're going out with. Don't pick up anybody that you didn't leave with. If you get to that event and you meet somebody, they didn't come with you, they don't need to leave with you. We are living in some serious times where we have to be so careful, even going to get gas. I got gas before I came to do this video, and I'm always just watching, because we live in a world of people that just don't care about others, and it's really sad. So I want you to be careful as you go out there. I don't want you to be afraid, because I want you to enjoy life, but I want you to be careful. Okay, now you know the drill, you know the spiel. I love you all to the moon and back, and there is nothing, and when I say nothing, y'all, I mean nothing that you can ever do to change that, because I'm always going to love you. I want nothing but the best for you, and I want you to go out there and be your best possible self, because I'm certainly working on doing the same for me. Love you all, and we'll talk again tomorrow.